People of Earth, the following podcast is not real. And if that statement seems extra believable today, maybe that's because the iHeartRadio Awards recently named us Best Fiction Podcast. So excuse me while I eat a lemon wedge from the enormous edible arrangement I ordered for myself that spells out "You were right." And believe me, it takes a lot of lemons, olives, and turnips to spell that out. But then, the humiliation of your doubters never fails to be delicious. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hello from the Magic Tavern, a weekly podcast from the magical land of Foon, now in our 10th year. If you've never listened to the podcast before, this is everything you need to know. 10 years and 2 weeks ago, I fell through a dimensional portal behind a Burger King in Chicago into the magical, fantastical land of Foon. Luckily, I'm still getting a Wi-Fi signal through the dimensional rift, and I used that to upload a podcast recorded here in the Tavern, the Wanderlost, in the magical land of Foon. And I'm joined, as always, for the last 10 years and 2 weeks by my buddy, my co-host, Chunt the Talking Badger.
Okay, just walk over here and put my legs back inside the cake and jump out of the cake. Hey, baby.
Hey. You kind of ruined that cake, which is too bad.
Well, I'm sure Usidore can magic it back together. But Arnie, I thought 10 years, 10 tiers. It's a 10-tier cake.
It is a very big cake.
Yeah, I'd pop out of it. Sorry for the bikini.
You don't need to apologize for the bikini.
Okay. Would it be naughty and fun if I took some of this icing and, booped it on your nose or something?
I don't know, it might be.
Cake fight.
Ow, my eye.
Oh, shit.
God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, no.
What is in this icing? It stings so much.
Oh, it's glass. It makes...
Oh, God.
The baker says glass makes it sort of pop.
My
but he
eye's
says
bleeding.
Quick, introduce Usidore. Here's Usidore.
Where is Usidore?
Where is Usidore?
I return from a week's worth of soul searching and going through various tomes and grimoires.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir.
through-
Did you say stole searching or soul searching?
Soul searching. I was
Sean, it wasn't just me. It sounded like stole searching, didn't it?
Arnie, don't you want him to cure your
What
eye?
the hell happened to your eye?
My eye is fucked up, man.
Fine.
Whoa, he fixed the cake.
And now for your eye. Me.
Well, you just magically put an eye patch over my eye, which...
Yeah, that'll help.
That's something. I mean, that's a new look for a little while.
So much a more aggressive spell than the cake spell.
I know.
And Chunt, I'll cure your bikini.
Ooh, now it's not ripped anymore. My nips aren't showing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Usidore, I'm so sorry. You were stole searching?
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to the door. I've just returned from my travels. For the past week, I've been doing some soul searching, going through dungeons looking for mystical gems.
He definitely said soul.
Searching
That
through
this time, yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I love how
tombs
Usidore... We don't capture on Mike a lot. He always comes through the door with like a... Hey, Arnie. Hey, Usidore.
He comes in, he's got a real noises off energy. Like, he comes in and out of that door, fast.
Sometimes you wonder what the podcast would be like if you flip the whole thing around and watch from the outside.
Actually, Usidore, why don't you cast noises off on Arnie and I, and you can finish your sentence.
Yeah, that's fair.
All it is to say that for the last week, I have been thinking, pondering, considering. Oh, lo, for those who are scriveners for kings, and the kings themselves have not come to our aid, and I find myself turning my back on the monarchy. Whoa. What a radical idea.
Whoa, noise is on. That's insane. Whoa.
I'm beginning to wonder if their goddess's given right to rule over us is not well deserved.
Wait a minute. Arnie, I didn't even notice this because it blends in and fits so well. It's so form-fitting. Usidore, are you wearing a blue leather robe?
That's right. I'm a rebel now.
Wow.
Arnie, it's just that with all the villains beginning to disappear too, no one helping us, lending us aid against this war, this inevitable wizard war, the animals still warring with one another, I come to find it is the time that great beings, men, women, children, animals of all sorts must stand up and fight for what they believe in.
Fuck yeah.
Regardless of how they may be part of some ruling structure or not. Sorry, Chunt, you were...
fuck yeah. So, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes. Whoa, and Arnie, look out the window. Whoa, Grimhoof has like 2 handlebars sticking out of his head. He has wheels instead of legs. Whoa.
And also,
Yes.
I should have mentioned this earlier. Usidore's head's on fire.
You're smoking. Whoa. Fuck yeah.
That's right. I put on this mask and now I'm smoking.
And you got a big chain. You're like whipping a chain around.
Yes.
That's not all Usidore's about to do.
Who said that? Who said that? Where's that? What? What the fuck?
Slime ball to the feet. Slime balls to both wrists.
Arnie, I'm stuck against the wall.
I'd know those slime balls anywhere. Is this?
Arnie.
And now that I have you right where I slimed you, it's time to finish the job with this normal crossbow. Hang on.
Wait. Hey, hang on.
Hang on. No, you hang on.
No, hang on a second.
Hang on.
You threw those slime balls at me and I did not say, I don't know.
Hang on. No, wait. Everyone
That's
hang
the
on.
rule. That's
Everyone.
the rule.
Everyone, hang on.
No, you can't do that on a podcast.
Arnie, it's me, Nicholas Fump. Arnie, can you?
Fump.
I need your head. I need your.
Sure,
I need your
yeah, I can
strong
help.
arms.
Yeah.
I need you to lock this crossbow for
I'm
me.
so impressed that you recognize me with this eye patch. This is my new look.
I would recognize that kind eye from anywhere.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just going to
Nicholas.
wipe off this slime and sit at the table.
You leave that slime where it is. I'm not done with you.
No, I left it on the wall. It's fine.
No, then
Hey, would you, Nicholas, would you care for an ale or perhaps some mozzarella ones?
No, Nicholas. You've spent the last 2 years getting your nerve and the appropriate accoutrement to take down Usidore, and you will not miss your shot. But first, I got to lock this friggin'
That's
crossbow.
right.
Arnie.
Last time you were here, you were angry at Usidore because he had cursed you in the past for a really long time.
Yes.
And you wanted your revenge on him. And so are you back to get more revenge on Usidore?
I am back to get my revenge on Usidore, but here's the thing. I came to the Wanderlost for a different reason. And lo and behold, I look over and y'all are recording a podcast, and I thought, now's the time. Today's the day.
Yeah, last time we saw you, we were in a different tavern. We were in the Strange Familiar, I think. This is our new tavern.
No, that's the thing. This is my tavern. This is my tavern. I found this place first. I went on my quest to kill my wizard. And in my travels, I found a place that I called home. And so I've been here every Wednesday night from about, 8 to 10. This is my spot.
Oh, we must just missed you
We're
every
usually
Wednesday.
not. Wednesdays is like one of the few times in the week that we're usually not here. We're doing charity work.
Charity work.
I turn into a swan on Wednesdays to entertain children.
And Arnie and I, we kind of have to mop up all the swan shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like the swan is doing more shitting than entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have no idea.
Oh, my gosh. No one has summed up Usidore better.
No, here's the thing, I do, because you guys do that on Tuesdays and on Wednesdays. I gotta tell you, you're not doing a great job cleaning up the shit, because when I do have my ale, I'm usually plugging the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
Oh, yeah.
Smart. Also smart to attack us while we're doing the podcast because, buddy, if there's ever a time when a man is most vulnerable, it's when he's recording a podcast.
Sure.
Nicholas, would you like some help cocking that crossbow? I can't watch this anymore. It's just sad.
Nicholas, do not let your mortal enemy cock your own crossbow. Do
Is he talking to a different Nicholas, or is he psyching himself up?
I think he's psyching himself up.
Nicholas, you got this. You can do this. You've been training for the day that you're going to crossbow this guy right in the eye. Okay,
I just gave myself a high five. I hate that.
Sounds like he's going to aim for your eye, Usidore. Heads up.
Who's going to crossbow Usidore? You going to crossbow Usidore. Say it, who? You. Go.
That's catchy.
Here, got it. I got it.
Oh, Usidore caught it with his hand.
Oh, for the love of food!
Usidore, though, you shouldn't be so blasé about this. I mean,
Why
to
is
be
that?
fair, one of the things that's changed since the last time we saw Nicholas Fump is that you're not immortal now.
Yeah, but I can still take a shit ton of damage.
I guess so.
You know how many hit points I have?
40? 50?
Up, way up.
51?
Up.
But you know what? If you ask a guy, it's
I'm
usually
talking to Chunt.
Usidore has 98.
98, that's right.
Oh.
I know that because I've been inquiring from every person that I've been traveling with about the whereabouts of Usidore the Blue and his supposed hit point count, and it's very hard to find. Very hard to find.
It's not something you really flash about to people for the most part, except I just did just now.
Although isn't it true? Usually, when a guy says how many hit points he has, it's usually half as much.
Is it for a while? I thought that Usidore had 3,000 hit points, and I was like, "Come on, come on, really?"
Well, yeah, that would be absurd,
Well, they say Wilt Chambermaid had, I think, 3,000 hit points.
Wow.
Yeah.
At that point, that's not a healthy amount of hit points.
No, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I think they said to have that many hit points, he would have had to have started Magic when he was 14 or something. Something
Yeah.
insane where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this.
would you like your crossbow bolt back? It's undamaged.
I will take it back.
There you go.
Ooh, that's got to hurt the pride.
Please have a seat. Talk to us for a while.
Nicholas, what have you been up to, buddy?
Well, I have been on quite a quest, quite an adventure to, as we spoke when I last saw you, to kill my wizard. And of course, my wizard is that wizard over there, that wizard that I'm looking in the eyes and
Wait,
is refusing
where?
to. No, it's you, Usidore.
What? Why? Oh, right.
I refuse to go into it again, but it is a good reason. I've been traveling, I've been getting my skills up, but also I've been fighting with time. I've only been getting older. I spent so long in that cursed place, in that cursed place.
Yeah.
that
Oh, right. You were falling.
falling, waiting
Yeah.
in line,
I forgot.
filling out a W-2 that just would never end. You know, the curse you put me under.
Sure. Well, it was an accident. I apologized. That's usually the end of it.
You're not even looking at me when you say that. Your eye went up and around to the room.
I'm sorry.
I don't even think you mean it.
I'm very busy today. I have to record this podcast. I just came in with a lament about the state of the world and my role in helping to fight evil in all its forms, and having some. I'm having some epiphanies here, Nicholas. It's a time to mix things up. It's time for former friends to become enemies and enemies to become friends. Nicholas, I ask you this: will you join my quest?
Your quest?
Yes, though you saw me once as a bitter enemy, I ask you to raise your crossbow faster than you were earlier and point it at our enemies, our joint enemies.
Fuck yeah.
For you think I am a threat to this world? There are other wizards, terrible wizards who are doing nothing but grabbing land, forcing people into service as their armies, and they are causing destruction and hatred, and they shall turn on each other, and a war shall break out, and blood shall roll like the kind that thou hast ne'er seen. And I assure you, if you join me in this quest, great glory and wonder shall be spoken when people think of the name Nicholas Fump.
You know, see, if it were me, I would have killed him during that speech because he's
Yeah.
always so distracted when he's going on like that.
And he does this thing where he walks away just so he can come back, and he puts on glasses just so he can kind of take them off dramatically. There's so many opportunities.
Yeah,
And
and he did sort of like present his chest,
Yeah.
open chest. He kind of hit it a couple times. I had the window, but I
Man.
did not want to slay Usidore before informing him that it will not be the first wizard that I have slain.
What?
Yes, as I've been on my quest, becoming ever more powerful, I have been getting my skills right to take down a wizard. By way of slaying all the wizards that I have come into contact with, which is 2.
That's actually quite a lot in our world.
Look at all these balloons!
And what a way to celebrate.
Another cantrip that I have concocted in my travels.
When he holds up 2 with his fingers, balloons shoot out of his body. That's a spell.
Wow,
You should learn that one.
I'll try. Look, I don't know if you accidentally killed a sorcerer or a mage or a necromancer or something, but the odds of you actually having killed a wizard are pretty slim.
Well, it was fairly recently, after the calamitic event that caused wizards to become more mortal. It actually happened at the exact same time as I was in combat with Grabgar the dumbass. And I slain Grabgar right then and there.
Arnie, I don't think we've ever told you about Grabgar, but easily one of the most embarrassing wizards.
Wow, that's saying something.
Grabgar the Forest Green.
Grabgar the Forest Green, Grabgar the Dumbass.
He had an opportunity to give his color. He led with dumbass.
Yeah, he wasn't really representing well, so, okay, fine. Grabgar, you got him. Good job. Let's take a break, and we'll come right back. We'll hear about this other wizard you killed.
Right there. You could have shot him again.
know.
Right there.
No, I gotta lock the
so
bow.
long.
Arnie, cock my bow.
Ooh, yikes. Wait till after the break, please.
Fly, you fools! Over to patreon.com/Magic Tavern right now and become a patron of the show. For only $5 a month, you get access to all of our wonderful bonus content and material and ad-free versions of the show.
So that was one wizard you killed.
Yes.
Who, dare I say, who was the second wizard?
Well, it seemed after Grabgar, I first had to take stock of what had just happened to actually kill a wizard. Especially after my failed attempt at Usidore, I didn't know what was happening. But I didn't have time to think, because soon after, my slime ball choked Grabgar.
Yeah.
He's there.
And slime balls are still your main weapon of choice, those and crossbows?
Well, it's mostly slime balls. Yes, that is the most corporeal thing that I can do that is useful now. I do have these healing bracers from Lily Bellwether of the clerics. And I learned to shift the stars from Amanda.
Oh, just Amanda.
Just Amanda.
We all know Amanda.
We all know Amanda.
Amanda the star
you-
shifter,
you-
but she goes by Amanda.
You learned to shift, like, the stars in the sky?
Yes.
That's impressive, although I can't imagine that it's particularly useful.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
It took about 6 months.
But you learned.
Yes, I am all. It's important to keep up your hobbies.
Yeah.
In fact,
That's so great for you, Frickless.
my slime to the chest, slime to the feet, slime. My name is Nicholas Xavier Fump.
Xavier.
Yes, Xavier, and you best remember it, because as I was saying,
So sorry.
I didn't have time to think, because I don't know if y'all know Grabgar. he kind of gets down, and at the time, he had been seeing Trixie of the Mist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Trixie the Lavender of the Mist. One thing led to another, and I slimed, balled.
Come on.
You know, I did the.
We talking back shots?
I
What
did.
are we doing?
I regret. This is my thing. In this one moment, I do truly regret that this is kind of my go-to thing.
This is why a lot of people don't use slime balls.
Yeah, I have to wonder, like, how long can you be working with slime balls as your main weapon before you're like, hold on, what the fuck am I doing? Why
Here's
is
the
it slime balls?
thing. Up until this point, they have yet to fail. I killed 2 wizards with them.
That is true.
Back
That
to
is
back,
true.
my dude.
That's true.
Look at these balloons.
Every time you say something is 2 and you put your 2 fingers up. That reminds me, has anyone else noticed this lately?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm like walking around and I like give someone a thumbs up, I think about giving a thumbs up.
Huh?
Like, do you ever like give a thumbs up and then you're like, I'm thinking about giving a thumbs up.
Is that helpful?
It's not helpful. I don't know. I hate it, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you trying to communicate that your body acts before your brain tells it to act?
I mean, yes, we all know that.
Ow! Don't kick me.
I'm going to kick you.
Whoa, you kicked him really hard. You didn't think about that at all?
No.
So you, Nicholas, you were saying something about, I don't know.
Trixie of the Mist.
Right.
Trixie the
right.
Lavender.
And she's your new girlfriend?
No, she has been slimed to death.
Wow.
I'm right back where I started about
It sounds
hearing.
bad.
No,
It
I
sounds
know.
bad.
I know.
If I feel like I want to high five you, but that's not right.
No.
Well,
Here's
this
the
is a despicable act. You're a villain. How dare... I take that back. You're our friend, Arnie, right?
Yeah,
Tell
well,
Nicholas.
Yeah,
he's your
Nicholas,
friend.
we should tell you if you feel like you're tipping into being a villain. It seems like all throughout Foon, villains are mysteriously disappearing.
No trace, just disappearing into the air. So if you cast yourself against a villain, against a well-beloved and well-known hero such as Usidore the Blue, you may just disappear.
And I know this sounds like the kind of bullshit thing that we would say to you to make you not try to kill Usidore.
Oh, absolutely.
But it is actually true. The villains are disappearing.
Wait, but maybe that's when I encountered my 3rd wizard. Because I was feeling pretty like hot stuff.
Yeah,
2 wizards
sure.
one day. You kidding me?
Yeah.
By
That was all one day?
That was within a half hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hate to ask, you definitely killed him?
Well, I checked the vitals just like I checked Usidore before, and that they were not breathing, and so I waited. Here's the thing: I waited around their corpses for a good 5 hours just to make sure that they weren't planning some kind of revival,
Sure.
wizardry stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So I took 2 W's that day.
Yeah. And I've got to ask, you can slime 2 people in a half hour's time?
Well, yes, I stay hydrated. I make sure that when I'm going into battle, I have a good meal, and it's kind of no
just gonna
biggie.
say, I'm impressed by the refractory period on those slime balls.
You know,
Was it less slime the second time?
Yeah. I'm a man.
Well, if Nicholas checked them and Nicholas checks me, I'll raise Nicholas 500 gold.
Whoa.
Okay, but
Where are my cards?
you're saying the villains are disappearing. What greater force is threatening the villains of Foon?
I mean, we don't know. Like, the villains don't seem to know. But think about it. When's the last time you saw a villain? And I'm not just talking about like dicks or like bad kings. I mean, just like full-on villains. When's the last villain you saw?
There was Dragon Tooth in the mines, but that was before the curse. So at this point, that was 202 years ago.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, we've been able to confirm that Dr. Cold disappeared. We've also been able to confirm that no one has seen hide nor hair of Wheelbear for a while. Oh, Chunt, I'm so sorry. Wheelbear became a villain.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he used to be a guard, and now he turned to villainy.
What about
Right.
Cockroach Clown?
I think they were partners, yeah.
Oh, no.
Villain partners.
What makes a cockroach clown turn to villainy?
Insanity.
And they've already got everything going for them.
Yeah.
That's a good line. It'll work if you can get it.
So I beg of you, I shan't refer to you as mine enemy, nor mine nemesis, nor a villain, because I don't want you to disappear, Nicholas Fump.
Could this be compassion coming from Usidore the Blue? What is in it for you if I disappear or not? That'd be one less person trying to crossbow your eye and slime your wrists.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Villain?
Wait, whoa.
No, you make a good point. Why shouldn't I take you off the board?
Wait. Here's an interesting question.
Okay, yeah, let's think about this.
Oh,
let's break it
I
down.
like those.
How do we decide who's the inciting incident that causes someone to become either villain or victim?
Yeah.
Oh,
If I were to try to hurt Usidore to kill him, am I merely just exacting a righteous revenge
Oh,
for someone that trapped me in a mental prison?
right.
Yeah.
But from your point of view, my callous indifference about having accidentally done this to you would cast me as the villain.
But it was not an accident. You looked at me, you cursed me. It was indifference, yes, but not an accident. It was on purpose.
Oh, I was probably trying to, like, give you a little hat or something.
Oh.
I was probably just trying to, like, conjure a little hat for you to wear on your head during the orgy, but we don't need to get back into that
We do
relitigate
not need
that.
to go back into it.
I'm sure it was an accident. I mean, you can ask Arnie, you can ask Chunt. I cast accidental things all the time, right?
Oh, yeah. So often you'll turn, like, my arms to chocolate
You're welcome.
or my legs to chocolate
You're welcome.
or,
A lot of chocolate stuff.
yeah, the table to chocolate or Arnie's laptop to chocolate.
Oh, now I'm seeing it. Your tail is chocolate.
Oh,
right
whoops. Yeah, you, sir, do you mind?
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Erath Trollo Kamal.
Oh, you made it ice cream. All right.
Okay, that's better, right?
That's wetter.
Wetter.
Wetter is better.
Let me try Finka-dinka-dinka-binka-binka-dinka-doo.
Whoa, my tail turned into a smaller chunt.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Whoa, I'm almost like Nicholas. We're going to do this.
Yeah, we got this. We gotta kill him.
Yeah, we're going to kill him. Remember when Nicholas did that? Remember?
Wait, what? Oh, talk.
Earlier.
Yeah.
I'm
Nicholas
doing
was-
it right now. I've got my own aside going on.
He was pumping himself up.
Let me try this one. Badgerus Caelus Returnus.
Aw, you fixed it.
I should do that more often. Real clean cut, real clear.
Yeah, when the spell sounds like the words that you're trying to convey, I
Right.
feel like that's usually when the spells are best.
Okay.
But when they're like hinky dinky rinky dinky, like I
Yeah.
feel like that's when it's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, those are the worst ones. And then the
Okay.
second worst ones are like the ones.
Okay, so everyone has
The
notes now.
TH.
Nicholas, do you have some notes?
Now I'm seeing you've cast 3 spells like rapid fire. I kind of need more scrolls because I want to be able to cast more.
Oh, so you need I see that you need components to cast your spells.
There's nothing wrong with that. What
Yeah,
what
it's-
components do you need? We got a lot of stuff in the tavern. What do you
Yeah,
need?
there's lots of components around. Go
I-
nuts.
I need a bottle of fresh liqueur.
Okay, we got.
I need a secret that has never been spoken to a friend before.
Okay.
Arnie, Chunt, do we have any secrets left?
We told each other everything, right?
Oh boy.
Sometimes when Usidore turns my genitals to chocolate, I eat them.
I mean, that's not really a secret. Like, you maybe have never spoken it, but we know.
We knew.
Oh, why didn't you guys say anything?
I mean, why?
Why
I
would
don't
we?
want to talk
Why
about
would we
it.
bring that up?
Okay.
Good enough.
Good.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And
And
here's a bottle of liqueur from behind the bar.
yes. And then the latent dreams of a scorned warlock. Okay.
How
now-
often are your ingredients just things you can provide yourself? Like,
That's handy.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
all at it. I've told myself all my secrets.
Sure.
So I can't.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
don't use components a lot, but I tend to use the ones that need wizard milk.
The deadly ones. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, well, just because I can provide it, you know.
yeah.
Whatever happened to like?
No follow-up questions?
No. I'd rather talk about Chunt's chocolate penis.
I mean, honestly, my chocolate penis would go really well with some wizard milk.
You got your penis and my nibbles.
You got my nibbles in your penis.
Hello from the Magic Tavern, now in our 10th year. Hey, thank you for listening to Hello from the Magic Tavern. A great way to support the podcast is to join our Patreon. You'll get ad-free versions of our entire back catalog, including all the Magic Tavern spin-offs like Offices and Bosses, I Am Spin Tax, Shadow Sit. There are a lot of them. There are 2 new exclusive bonus episodes every month, Discord, all kinds of stuff. To get more information, go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern. That's patreon.com/Magic Tavern. Oh, looks like that bottle's really... There's something going on in there. Your spell
Yes.
is cooking?
It burns with malice and light. And I open it and I drink it. Whoa. And I spit it all over the ground. And now, Usidore,
That was rude.
you may find it very, 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 very hard to move.
Oh, like through the space you spit on?
Yes.
Well, don't walk
I'll
around
just-
it, user.
I'll just walk
Come
around
on,
it.
man. Play along.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? That was the other 6 months.
It takes me a little longer to get to the bar, but it's not too bad.
Oh, but wait, Nicholas,
Nicholas,
look, my foot. Oh no, I can't move my foot.
No.
So
it
it's
wasn't
good.
for you, Chunt. You weren't supposed to even be in this. Now you're going to be stuck there for a fortnight.
Oh shit.
So wait, and we're not going to be able to clean this, right? Because if we try to clean it...
No.
You'll
Cleaning
get
it
stuck.
makes it worse. Cleaning it makes it spread. Cleaning
Well,
it makes it worse. I thought I was going to have him.
Yeah.
Do you want anything from the bar, Nicholas? Drink, snack,
A bat beer, please.
a bat beer. Arnie, you need anything?
I'll have a Robin beer.
Robin beer. Chunt,
Antidote.
antidote. Okay, great.
Arnie, I put my right foot in and I can't take my right foot out.
Have you tried shaking it all about?
No.
No, don't do that. That's how you get it. Oh, he's out.
yeah.
He's out.
No, it's out. It's out. Woo. Phew.
Okay, a bat beer, a robin beer, an antidote, and a nice frothy red ale for myself.
Okay.
Cheers to Nicholas with the new title, villain.
Yeah.
To villains.
Yes, to a new villain, replacing the ranks of those who've disappeared. So
To chasing your dreams.
unceremoniously.
Tracy, I'll choose to chase my dreams. But I wanted to talk to you, Usidore.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you too. This whole
Well, I wanted to talk to both of you.
shut up, Arnie. This whole bullshit about trying to kill me. Let's be honest. You're never gonna do it. You can't do it. I'm too powerful. I'm too smart. I'm too clever. You spit a circle on the ground. I walked around it. I mean, that was just walking. I didn't have to use magic. So
I would argue that walking is magic and
It's not easy.
every breath is a gift. And
So, Nicholas, I think you're a great guy. I'm really sorry about whatever happened before, but let's bury the hatchet, as they say. Let us now move forward together in harmony.
And you're saying that you need people like me to mount an offensive against the imposing villain threat?
Yes, the wizards amass power. Villains are disappearing. By who knows is causing that to happen? Perhaps one of the wizards themselves. And so we're always looking for stalwart and determined people like yourself. You learned how to make the stars move.
Yes.
You didn't do it, but
Well, no, here's the thing. That's why I don't use it. I've been doing it this entire time.
oh,
Yes. The Big Dipper is now over there, where it was over there.
Okay, well, you're basically just fucking over a bunch of sailors by doing that. You know, they're going to be so
I have
confused.
heard of a lot of sailor deaths recently.
Oh, no, the sailors. I didn't think about the sailors.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing this all the time.
I mean, I feel like I've heard, this is all secondhand, but I've heard that the sailing industry has been devastated recently.
I fumped it up. I fumped it up.
I've gotten a lot of ravens that said hundreds of boats have been crashing, and therefore a lot of people have been burning down lighthouses because they assume that's a problem. And then a lot of vigilantes have been going after the people who have been burning down the lighthouses because they assume they're in the wrong.
Fump. Oh, no, I just wanted to kill Usidore. Oh.
You've killed thousands of people. Well done, dude.
Oh, no.
It's all right. It's all right. This is what we call a domino effect. You know, sometimes you just cast a spell, turns your friend's arm into a piece of chocolate. He just eats some delicious chocolate till his arm grows back. Sometimes you cast a spell that has a terrible domino effect, which causes hundreds or if not thousands of people to die. It's happened to all of us.
Wait a minute,
You shouldn't
guys.
feel bad about it.
Hey, guys, I need you to. Can we go in for a little bit of a huddle? I know we constantly got beef, but I need to talk.
It's okay.
I need to ask you a real question.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, the stars are kind of one thing, and they're like really important. And I know moving them has kind of messed a lot of things up.
Sure.
But like, the sun isn't important, right? People don't need the sun, right? If the sun started doing weird things too, that wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, the sun's pretty important.
No.
Yeah, the goddesses deemed it to be a source of life and nutrients for the plants, and its heat is what keeps us all alive and fills our bodies with vitamin D, which they every time the goddesses said vitamin D, they like kind of giggled. I don't know what that means.
Also, if you've been like moving the sun to different places in the sky, that could explain some of the Funian climate change that people have been complaining about lately.
Also, it explains why winter solstice seems to come earlier every year.
Oh, every year. You didn't steal my sunshine, did you?
No, I was trying to give you more sunshine, so I brought it closer. Because the sun is just a star, and then
so you wanted to be walking on sunshine.
Yes, like every day. Like
You might as well be walking on the sun, Arnie. That's how hot it is, or cold.
Okay, all right.
Wait, hold on, Nicholas. Give us a second.
Okay.
Walking on sunshine. Might as well be walking on the sun.
Look, the sun is a massive incandescent gas.
That's not a song.
Fine. So you decided here comes the sun. Do. And I say unto you, these powers are incredible. What if you learn to focus them, control them, under the tutelage of none other than your former enemy, Usidore the Blue?
If my head is spinning with all of the sailor lives that I must have claimed by complete total accident. But if I trained with you, Usidore.
Okay, if you're going to train with me, you have to stop cocking the crossbow. Like, you're still trying to load a crossbow bolt into there.
I'm keeping my options open. I'm keeping my
all right,
when
that's fair.
You
That's
gesticulate, and I think curse is a coming. All right, so I can't be held responsible for the learned behaviors.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right, I'm gonna put the crossbow down.
Okay.
But if I were to study with you, is there any world in which a villain who's killed thousands could become less of a villain? Because I feel like I'm on the chopping. I'm like on the cutting board for getting vanished.
Sure.
The fact that it hasn't happened yet is incredible.
Do you feel any regret in your heart?
Absolutely. You're
Okay,
the
good.
only person I wanted to kill, other than Grabgar and accidentally Trixie.
Yeah. Well, I think you're good then.
Oh, so Trixie was an accident. We're learning now.
Yes.
You're bragging a lot about killing two wizards.
Because it was still in for a penny, in for a pound.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. A true villain wants to cause chaos and destruction and death. You in your heart do not want to do that. You felt wronged by me, and that's fair because I suppose I wronged you. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At least look at me when you half apologize.
He was like reading a book while he said that to you.
If you have regret in your heart, you can't be a true villain. You can join the side of good, and if you want to study under my tutelage, then I shall teach you the ways of magic. And if you want, you don't have to do this second part. You could be called Kid Usidore. There used to be a guy named Kid Usidore. I don't know what happened to him. He's been missing for a while.
Maybe he grew up.
Maybe he grew up. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Keep track of my kids?
To study under my cursor? Is this the life that I've been claimed for myself? Is this... Now do I... And excuse me for a second.
No, take it
thank you for huddling for this long.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem.
It's been a long
guys-
huddle. My arms are starting to hurt. I'm actually going to unhuddle.
And guys, don't reply to him. I think he's going to kind of talk to himself.
Yeah.
What have we thumped ourselves into this time?
Thumped is a verb?
You said don't
You
listen to
said
me.
you're the one who said
Don't
not to
listen to me.
respond.
Sorry.
Don't listen to me.
Yes.
Don't listen to me. I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to do this, and I'll be right back.
Here, will you
Okay.
take this mic with you, though? Like, we
Yes.
won't hear it, but, like, it'll still go into the podcast.
Long XLR cable. Do I, Fump, study under the man that I would one day kill?
What do you guys think he's talking
What are
about?
we saying
out
out
there?
there? Yeah.
Do I, Fump,
Do we have a guest
question
this week?
if this XLR microphone is going into the mixer board on the table and they can hear everything that I'm saying?
I think he's saying
Pacing.
something like, "Am I from?"
Oh, you've got monitor on.
If I study under Usidore, then I can learn Usidore's tricks. And if I know Usidore's tricks, then I will be prepared for his tricks. And if I prepare for his tricks, then one day I could still usurp him.
He was making a fist.
That's a good sign.
We kissed his fist. Whoa.
I say with this clenched fist, raised to the stars, that I am still moving. Oh shit! Don't put those. That goes over there. Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, it just got so cold. It just got so cold.
Okay.
Black hole sun. Arnie, black hole sun. Black hole sun. That counts.
Okay,
I got it in. It counts.
Use the door.
I was gonna
Use the door.
say-
Fix this.
Now I don't know what to say because everyone hates my spells so fucking much.
No, they're great. Your spells are great. Your spells are great.
Here's a new one.
No, wait, I was wrong. Those are the worst kind.
Come on.
Thank you for undoing my mistakes, Usidore.
Oh, no problem.
I am looking forward to studying with you.
And just think, just as the goddesses demanded that there be a champion for good and sent me here to Foon, to take this humanoid form, I too shall impart to you the power that you need to meet your true purpose.
What kind of cadence are these classes going to take? Like, are you guys going to meet regularly?
Yeah, do it? It's not that I don't want to record with y'all every
Yeah.
week, but it's
Yeah,
like
sure.
I don't need to.
No, we're not going to do this during the podcast.
None taken.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we can meet at my place up on the hill, in my little hovel.
That's you up on the hill?
Yeah, I reconstructed my hovel that I used to have in Hog's Face. I just have a new hovel here. If you want to go there on like Wednesday mornings before I turn into a goose, that might work.
I'm sorry, what?
On Wednesdays, I turn into a goose to entertain children. We talked about this.
Wait, I thought that was
it was a
Tuesdays.
swan.
Nicholas, you got to pay attention.
Wait, I
If
thought
you're
I
going to be a
was.
student, you got to
I
pay
thought I
attention.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. I turn into a goose before I turn into a swan. I'm sorry. That was
okay,
my
no,
bad.
I'm sorry. Wait, well, the student has become the teacher.
It's just too hard of a shift to go straight into swan.
Yeah.
So I do goose first to kind of warm into it, and then I ease into swan from there.
And Nicholas, did you happen to bring like any sweat robes just for like when you're training and working out and everything?
Oh, I've got, well, I don't have robes, but I have some garbage liners that I have kind of fashioned into a robe that I then like tie around me.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Similar effect.
Yeah. We'll.
works.
Yeah. This is going to be a montage forward training regimen. So think of doing things in small bursts and then doing them again and showing your progress. Accelerated over a shorter period of time, representing a longer period of time.
Absolutely. I do not do raw eggs though. I could see
No
where
raw
this is
eggs.
going.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't-
fine.
Yeah,
Was that a deal breaker? Or?
No, that's fine. I love birds, so if you don't want to drink their eggs, that's fine. If you want to, we could also do it via correspondence. If you just draw this turtle and this pirate, and then send that to me, I'll decide whether or not you qualify.
What were those words that were just strung together?
You just draw, here, I just have a picture of a turtle. There's a picture of a turtle and a picture of a pirate. If you can draw these, then you can get into Usidore school.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think this is going to work out.
No. I just need to clarify.
Look,
That's fine.
I'm rooting for you, Nicholas. But as soon as you decided to become a student, you don't understand anything he's saying.
I'll break it down a little bit, but I'll get it back.
I'm sorry. What is confusing about this? We're going to train in a montage, which is a short amount of time that represents a large amount of time. You have to draw this turtle and this pirate, and I'll be a goose on Wednesday mornings until I'm a swan. What?
I think it makes sense.
I never realized that was a swan. I thought you were just a fucking ugly duckling.
How dare you?
Arnie.
Arnie. Arnie.
I was out of line.
And I shove Arnie into the circle of sprayed liquid. All right, buddy, you are
You're in there for a fortnight, my guy. You are in there for a fortnight, unless you decide to shake, in which that is how you break free. Man, my spells suck.
I think Arnie's stuck in there, so now we don't know how to end the show. This could go on for hours.
Well, let's just think about what Arnie typically does.
He would read an email. I don't have an email. Chunt, follow my lead.
Yes.
Dear Arnie, Usidore, Chunt, and guest.
Yeah.
That is me.
I'm writing to you because I have a question about Nicholas Fump, the Warlock.
How fortuitous.
Wow, that's just for me. Nicholas, when you kill Usidore, the Blue, as you definitely will, probably soon.
Yeah, I see that in the email. I see that.
How will you celebrate? Where will you go?
Love a different Arnie. Okay, and that's a real email.
P.S. I'm definitely from Earth. I'm an Earthling.
Yeah.
And I love listening to the show. Butt-ass donger.
From New Mexico. And then PISS. Piss. That's a real email. That's a real email.
That tracks.
And that was for Nicholas. That was for you. So if you don't mind answering,
Yeah, you want to answer that question? How you
Well, I was planning on going to the salt springs of Hordaheim, but since I am not done with Usidore yet, I will leave Hordaheim for another day.
We should all go to the salt springs of Hordaheim.
Yeah.
Chunt, do you want to go?
I want to go to the salt springs of Hordaheim.
Why don't the three of us just go right now?
To the salt springs of Hordaheim?
Exactly.
Oh, I would absolutely love to go to Hordaheim.
Oh, wait, we're forgetting something. Arnie, did you want to go?
I'm stacked.
All right, let's go.
Guys, I'm still stuck down here. Anybody else in the tavern want to help me? No? Guess I'll take a nap.
Fixed in place with no choice but to listen to what happens in that cursed establishment? Welcome to my world. Usidore the Wizard was played by Matt Young. Chunt the Talking Badger was played by Adal Rifai. Nicholas Fump, the Vengeful Warlock, was played by special guest Tyler Davis. Check out Tyler's original short films and other work on his Instagram page @TylerADave. Hello from the Magic Tavern is an independent production made possible by supporters of the Magic Tavern Patreon. Patrons get ad-free episodes, all the spin-offs, and at least 2 new bonus episodes each month. Here's a clip of the most recent bonus, the first episode of the Momo the Mouse spin-off, Hello from the Teeny Tavern, starring Aaron Keefe.
Hello from the Teeny Tavern, a sometimes released podcast from the magical land of Foon. I'm your host, Momo the Mouse with human strength. If you've never listened to the show, here's everything you need to know. 10 years ago, my coworker, Arnie, fell through a dimensional portal behind a Burger King in Chicago. Luckily, he's still getting a Wi-Fi signal, so I can record this podcast in a little hole in the wall next to the table where Magic Tavern usually records. You know what this means. I successfully wore him down until he said, fine, whatever, and let me do my own podcast that is a celebration of all things teeny tiny. I pushed him a little too far, and he took a week off, so it has been 1 week since I have seen Arnie. I think he's upset with me, but I'll deal with that later. The first thing I want to do is introduce my co-host that might sound a little familiar to you. Chunt, baby, show him who's boss.
Oh, yeah, tiny babies.
To hear the rest and learn more about supporting the show, visit patreon.com/Magic Tavern. And don't forget to sign up on the website instead of the Apple Patreon app to avoid any extra evil Apple fees. Hello from the Magic Tavern is produced by Arnie Niekamp, Matt Young, and Adal Rifai. Post-production coordination by Garrett Schultz. Associate producer Anna Havermann. This episode edited by Garrett Schultz. Hello from the Magic Tavern logo by Allard Laban. Magic Tavern theme by Andy Poland.
Guys, I'm still stuck down here. Anybody else in the tavern want to help me? No? Guess I'll take a nap.
Hey, it's me, Big Rick. They never invite me over to the table, but I just wanted to say, Baba Booey.
I'm trying to sleep, Big Rick.
Hey, it's me, Stinky Frank. You mind if I pop a squat? Thanks, buddy.
Man, well, I can't believe we finally made it on here, Stinky.
Yeah, should we? I never thought we'd be on the podcast. This is fun.
Hey, come on over. We're doing it now.
Oh, hey, it's me, Tiny Tarantino.
This is gonna rule.
Quit looking at tiny feet.